Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to complete with Unit 8, Urban and Rural Life. So if you're ready, open your activity book on page 47 and let's get started. Reading, page 47. Let's start with some vocabulary. Capital city, capital city, capital city. Government, government, government. Administrative, administrative, administrative. Embassy, embassy, embassy. Industry, industry, industry. Specific, specific. التشديد على المقطع الثاني. Specific. Financial, financial, financial. Economic, economic, economic. National, national, national. International, international, international. Cultural, cultural, cultural. Political, political, political. Institution, institution, institution. Residential, residential, residential. Commercial, commercial, commercial. Sector, sector, sector. Layout, layout, layout. Fraction, fraction, fraction. Regulate, regulate, regulate. Inhabited, inhabited, inhabited. Now let's read the lesson. Capital cities. The capital city of a country is very often its greatest city, with the largest population and the most important administrative buildings. Capital cities house government offices as well as embassies from other countries. They are also financial centers containing national and international banks and other financial institutions. Damascus, Syria. Damascus is no different from other capital cities in this respect. It is the seat of government and the economic and cultural center of Syria. With a population of around 5 million people, Damascus is the biggest city in Syria. The city has a rich history and is considered the oldest city in the world. It has been continually inhabited for thousands of years. The commercial and administrative center of the city is located in the modern part of the city, outside the ancient walls. Brasilia, Brazil. Brasilia, the capital city of Brazil, is both similar to and different from Damascus. Like Damascus, it is an administrative center and contains the key political buildings and institutions. However, unlike Damascus, Brasilia is not the major cultural or economic center of Brazil. The population of Brasilia is only around 2.5 million people, which is a tiny fraction of the huge Brazilian population. Built in the late 1950s, it is a new city and has only been the capital of Brazil since 1960. It took over from Rio de Janeiro, which remains a major economic and cultural center, as well as having a population of many millions more. Brasilia is a very modern city, and because it is so new, planners were able to strictly regulate its layout. It is divided into sectors with specific zones for business, industry, government, and residential areas. Now let's answer question 1. As you read the article Capital Cities, answer these questions for each city. What is the population of these cities? Damascus 5 million and Brasilia 2.5 million. What buildings are characteristic of capital cities? Government offices, embassies, banks, financial institutions, etc. What are the differences between Damascus and Brasilia? Unlike Damascus, Brasilia is not the main cultural or economic center of Brazil. Damascus is the most populous city in Syria, while the population of Brasilia represents only a tiny fraction of the population of Brazil. Damascus has been inhabited for thousands of years and has a rich history, whereas Brasilia is a completely new city and was built in the 1950s. In your opinion, Which of these two cities is the more typical capital city? Why? This is up to you. Question 2. Now match these words and phrases from the article with their meanings. Embassy. The offices of the representative of a foreign country. Regulate. Supervise or control. Sector. A particular part of an area. Specific. Clearly defined. Fraction. A small amount of something. Institution. An organization with an important role in the country. Question 3. Read the first part of the article again and complete these sentences with one of the words from this list. Capital, residential, government, financial, industrial, administrative. The residential area is where people live. Capital cities contain key government buildings such as the Parliament. Government buildings are often known as administrative buildings. In Brasilia, if you wanted to build a factory, you would do it in the industrial sector. Banking and other financial institutions are usually based in the capital city. Question 4. Are these statements about Damascus, Brasilia, or both? Answer D, B, or both. It is the largest city in the country. Damascus. It is an ancient city. Damascus. It is the administrative center of the country. Both Damascus and Brasilia. It is an important cultural center. Damascus. It only became a capital city during the 20th century. Brasilia. It is a new city. Brasilia. Question 5. What do you think defines a capital city? What should a capital city provide for its people? This is up to you. Now let's move on to vocabulary. Question 1. Complete these sentences with the correct form of the sound words from this list. There are more words than you need. bang, click, drip, roar, scream, splash, tick, whistle. The roar of plane woke me up in the night. Can you hear that? Dripping noise? Someone must have left a tap on in the bathroom. Everyone hit the splash when he jumped into the swimming pool. A friend of mine is terrified of spiders and screams if she sees one close to her. Digital clocks don't tick like old-fashioned clocks used to. Question 2. Rewrite these sentences, replacing the underlined phrases with one of those from the box. Far and wide, hustle and bustle, nearest and dearest, odds and ends, pick and choose. Graduates with first-class degrees can often select exactly the jobs they want. Pick and choose. The country is too quiet for me. I would miss the noise and excitement of the city. Hustle and bustle. I tidied my office the other day and found all kinds of different things on my desk. Odds and ends. People came from all over the place to see the exhibition. Far and wide. We're having a big celebration next week, so we're inviting all our family and close friends. Nearest and dearest. That's everything for today. Hope you liked the lesson. See you next time, inshallah.